Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome to Auntie Derek's Daytime Tea, where we discuss the latest celebrity tea in the news. And we do it live every weekday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Chatmosa. I'm your host, Auntie Derek, and with me I have my fabulous co-host, my icy chili, my gorgeous moon, and my Libra queen. Hey, ladies.
Hello.
Hey.
And we want to give you a friendly reminder that we currently have our giveaway going on, our hot tea cold cash giveaway.
Woo!
So for the giveaways, terms, and conditions, head over to auntiederek.com/hot tea cold cash. Again, that's auntiederek.com/hot tea cold cash. How you get entries into this giveaway to win $100 every week until January 19th. You will RSVP to every show. You can attend the live show and stay in its entirety, or post my show on social media with the hashtag Auntie Derek. And don't forget to subscribe to me on Chatmosa so that way you can stay in the know. All right, so now that we got our giveaways, terms, and conditions out of the way, I think we just go ahead and jump right into the tea, honey.
Tea time.
Well, yes. And you know what we'd like to always start off with if there's any new,
Diddy news.
of course. And there is. So we actually have two new Diddy stories today. The first one I'm going to share by way of all hip hop. You should see where it says Inside Diddy's Hell, a zoo filled with group sex and insane inmates. I mean, to be honest, based off of what we know about him and what we learned from that trial, this should be right at home for him, but okay. But Diddy is now entrenched in the harsh reality of Fort Dix Federal Prison, where, according to Joe Dudiche, the environment is riddled with late night group sex, inmate violence, and crumbling facilities. Judice, who served 41 months at the same New Jersey prison from 2016 to 2019 following a federal fraud conviction, offered a grim look into what Diddy might face during his 50-month sentence for prostitution-related charges. And if y'all remember, we went over that here on the show. I got up at like 3 or 4 in the morning to go to the bathroom, and you would see the craziest things in there. People you would never imagine, Judice told the New York Post. He described a disturbing level of sexual activity among inmates, claiming that guards often ignored what was happening. The guards hear the shower going at night and they just look the other way, he said. Violence, Judice added, is part of daily life inside Fort Dix. I've seen people get stabbed over an onion. You ain't in there with the most stable people, he said, warning that mental instability among prisoners only adds to the unpredictability. I was there a day and a half, and I told a kid I just met, this isn't a jail, this is an insane asylum. And he agreed. It was a zoo, another inmate said. Judice offered Diddy some advice on navigating the environment. As long as he keeps a low profile and doesn't try to act like a big shot, he'll be fine, he said. Well, he already lost that, but anyway. Diddy was transferred to Fort Dix from Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center after being convicted in July on two counts related to prostitution. Though he was acquitted of more serious charges, including sex trafficking and racketeering conspiracy, he received a 50-month sentence for transportation for prostitution violations. Judice's own legal saga began in 2013 when he and his then wife, Teresa, pled guilty to adjacent minimum security camp, has previously housed notable collar criminals such as Martin Shkreli, or however you say his name, that Farkle. Anyway, Diddy is scheduled for release in June of 2028 if he serves the full term. Mm-mm. That's it. Stephanie, hey girl. So yeah, well we know what he already likes to be a big shot and got his new job at that chapel at the facility. So yeah, so he's already going against what Joe advised him. But also, I wouldn't be taking advice from a scammer anyway. So there's also that. Well, remember the last time that we learned what Diddy was having for his birthday while he was in Fort Dix? Now we know what he's going to be having for both Thanksgiving and Christmas, thanks to TMZ.
An extra serving of beans.
Maybe, but it looks like this menu is a little bit better than those beans. So you should see where it says here by way of TMZ, Diddy's jailhouse Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's menus revealed. So Diddy might not be home for the holidays, but the man is still living large. TMZ got the first look at his prison holiday menu, and to be honest, he's dining like a full-blown king, just without the baby oil to help slide it down.
Ooh.
TMZ, y'all should be ashamed of y'all.
That's so nasty.
Well, the imprisoned music mogul doing 50 months at FCI Fort Dix in New Jersey will be ringing in Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's with the ultimate behind bars breakfast bundle. Bran flakes, skim milk, whole wheat bread, a banana, and a little jelly on the side.
Yum.
Yes. For Thanksgiving, Diddy's getting the full jailhouse feast. Turkey roast with all the trimmings, mashed potatoes, corn, plus a cute little holiday dessert to tie it all together. Christmas shakes things up a bit. Diddy's getting baked Cornish hens as the main event, served with mashed potatoes, cornbread dressing, and some mixed vegetables for balance. Yum. Days later, on New Year's, he'll even get to choose between baked fish or grilled beef. And if he's feeling extra wholesome, there's a tofu lo mein waiting for him on New Year's. So, yeah, the man's not exactly starving. Diddy's getting just about everything he wants while writing out that sentence. Plus, he got that commissary on standby if he starts craving some home comforts. And yes, Diddy, we checked. They've got herbal oil and prayer oil, but baby oil, sorry, buddy. Happy holidays, hold the shine.
Wow.
So
Come on,
we have
TLC.
we have a comment saying, "Wow, they have choices." Hmm.
Well, that's not too bad. The Cornish hen thing, I'm sure they'll enjoy that.
Hmm. I wonder if they
That
season it.
that breakfast though, that breakfast was just filled with carbs. They don't give those men any protein. That's sad.
Well, according to Joe Dudiche, honey, they're getting their protein in other ways, allegedly, allegedly.
Oh,
well, our next story. So it appears Offset may have been tired of the drama because it looks like he deleted his Instagram.
good.
So I have this link here from All Hip Hop, and you should see where it says Offset vanishes from Instagram after Cardi B finesse 2-time drama erupts. And honestly, y'all, I was going to talk about Offset and Finesse 2 times about their back and forth yesterday, but I felt like, y'all really don't like these niggas, so I just kind of kept it to myself. So you're welcome. Anyway, Offset has vanished from Instagram after a storm of accusations from Cardi B and a messy digital clash with Finesse 2 times left the rapper at the center of harassment claims and online chaos. The 33-year-old Migos alum account now reads profile isn't available. The link may be broken or the profile may have been removed. After Cardi alleged that Offset's social media activity made her feel unsafe following the birth of her child with NFL star Stephon Diggs. The tension escalated after Offset allegedly posted "My kid, LOL" on his Instagram story, and apparent reference to Georgia's paternity law, which presumes a husband is the legal father of a child born during marriage. The post surfaced shortly after news broke that Cardi had given birth to her fourth child, her first with Diggs. Carter responded with a now deleted tweet that read, "Y'all be thinking it's so funny and it's not. It's been over a year and I'm still being harassed and threatened to the point that I feel like my life is in danger. It's all fun and games and until it's too late." And y'all remember when we talked about this statement on the show, I agreed with her 100%. That is a huge red flag and this is how women die. But anyway, she expanded further on Twitter Spaces saying, "I'm really tired of getting harassed. And when I get harassed privately and I ignore it, that's when I start getting harassed publicly. I have every single receipt. If you want to keep sending fucking blogs to harass me, like I can't take it anymore," she added. "Sometimes I sleep and I wonder, this is not normal. You see crime documentaries, you see shit on social media about women getting killed every other day." Offset's team denied any involvement in the post. In a statement, his rep said any statements attributed to Offset circulating on social media are completely fabricated. Carter responded to misinformation, and the situation escalated unnecessarily. Offset has remained supportive of Cardi and genuinely wishes her nothing but the best. Before pulling the plug on his Instagram, Offset also got into a spat with Memphis rapper Finesse Two Times, who had made comments about Cardi and Diggs' relationship during a live stream. Offset allegedly reached out to him directly, sparking a heated back and forth that spilled onto social media. Finesse Two Times claimed Offset slid into his DMs to confront him, and their exchange quickly turned personal. Cardi filed for divorce from Offset in August of 2024, nearly after 7 years of marriage. They share three children: Culture, who's 7, Wave, who's 4, and Blossom. The divorce is still pending. She confirmed her relationship with Diggs in May of 2025 after months of speculation. Carter revealed her pregnancy in September, and the baby arrived in November. During a September appearance on The Breakfast Club, Carter described the divorce as anything but amicable. It's not peaceful at all. I can't even talk about it because it's a court thing, but it's not peaceful, she said. Offset's Instagram disappearance marks another volatile chapter in the ongoing fallout between the former couple. As of now, his account remains offline. I bet you his turn and said, "Look, nigga, delete that shit. You are making my job very hard. Delete that. Him and his delete that shit. The Twitter too. Are you on Blue Sky and Threads? Delete that shit too."
If his lawyer got any sense, that's what he would have told him. Cause yeah.
Mhm. No, big headed fucker. Leave that girl alone. But Cardi is right, and I'm glad she is speaking out. She has it because when you see men keep doing like this and keep harassing you and stuff like that, like she said, she has tried to ignore it publicly, and then when that doesn't work, he takes that shit to the public and tries to mess up her brand and shit. I believe everything that she's saying about him because this is just we were just talking about men earlier. This is what they do. Messy, just messy as hell for no reason. Whew. Oh, well, speaking of messy, honey. So, one of Megan's managers, her ex-manager, was on the stand yesterday in the Megan versus Milagro Graham's case. He revealed that Megan actually had to pay $240,000 for therapy sessions because of those deep fakes that were spreading around her online. So y'all should see I have this hot new hip hop article. Megan Thee Stallion's ex-manager claims deepfake porn scandal cost her $240,000 in therapy. So it's no secret that Megan Thee Stallion has been through a lot in her life. According to her former manager, Travis Ferris, aka T. Ferris, that hasn't come without a cost. Yesterday, November 19th, he took the stand in her defamation trial against Milagro Grams. During his testimony, he reflected on the impact of some of the gossip bloggers' posts. Allegedly, one of them included a deepfake porn video, which left Megan in serious need of support. He recalled the FemC getting emotional when she approached him about the video, per TMZ, and ultimately deciding that she needed therapy to help her move forward. She ended up taking on a 4-week therapy session that cost a whopping $240,000. Megan Thee Stallion has also been diagnosed with PTSD related to her 2020 shooting and the deaths of her mother and grandmother. The doctor who diagnosed her, Dr. Lenore Walker, is reportedly scheduled to testify in the trial at some point. It looks like it says at some point today, but I imagine it was yesterday if she did testify. Anyway, Megan Thee Stallion filed her lawsuit against Grams in 2024. In it, she accuses her of churning out falsehoods about the Tory sentence for the shooting. Enough is enough, the lawsuit reads. Miss Pete, a victim of violent crime and champion of women's rights to her millions of fans worldwide, will no longer stand for the defendant's campaign of harassment. In September, Lanes requested a protective order in an attempt to avoid a third deposition in the case. Miami-Dade Circuit Judge Lissette Reed did not rule in his favor, however, meaning he will sit through a third deposition after all. The focus of Mr. Peterson's deposition is his relationship with the defendant, Cooper, not with plaintiff, Judge Reed wrote. Thus, the court does not see how testimony regarding Mr. Peterson's communication and relationship with defendant would serve as prejudice to his criminal appeal. Mhm. I want them to leave that girl the hell alone, for real. For real. Leave her alone.
Can y'all hear me?
We sure can.
He need to vanish off the planet.
But
With his
I'm just trying to
stupid
figure out
ass.
whose therapy costs for 4 weeks, 200. I know therapy is expensive, really, I do, but 4 weeks for like, girl, who was your therapist? AJ Johnson? Well, I don't think she charged that much, dude, and she's a life coach. I don't think she would. But
How much is his
wow,
therapy?
her therapy was 240,000 for 4 weeks. Now I know when I was doing it, I just paid my copay.
Oh, they hit her over the head. Well, you know, celebrities get that celebrity tax
Mhm. Let me see. I'm
everywhere they
curious,
go.
who is Megan well, they probably won't have this online. Who is Megan Thee Stallion therapist? If it say AJ Johnson, honey, I'm going to gag. Let me
Wait a minute.
Oh, it's the same. So they it's Lenore Walker, the doctor who diagnosed her with PTSD. Okay.
That's still
Yeah,
very expensive. 240
Mhm.
bands for 4 weeks, you said?
let me see. And it might be some intensive, whatever, but whatever she doing, she taxing the
She was
fuck out of
doing
her.
every day, 3 times a day or something because 240K. That's a lot of money for 4 weeks of therapy.
Oh, it is.
But
I'm
maybe,
telling you, celebrities get that. They be like, I spent this for that, and I'm like, they only charge you that because you got it.
well, we're assuming it was outpatient. It may have been inpatient, to be honest.
240.
Now, I could see it being that if you were inpatient.
Yeah.
That's
And
sixty
we have Tom
thousand
Hanks.
dollars. If
No,
she
honey.
saw her once a week, that's 60,000 each time she saw her. If
Damn.
and if we divide that into eight, maybe she saw her twice a week. That's still a lot. I mean, either way, it's still a lot. Cause even that's a $30,000 per session, girl. I don't know what kind of treatment they was doing. But the celebrity inflation tax is very high.
Oh, and for those who don't know, the reason that I said AJ Johnson, I wasn't just saying that in jest. Like she is a licensed life coach now, and I know she does it for the stars. And if you're not familiar with who AJ Johnson is, you may remember her from Baby Boy. She played Jody's mama.
Oh, her?
Mm. Yep, her. Or she was Shireen in House Party.
Yeah, but you know what? And she's still, and isn't she doing a bunch of movies on Tubi too? She's still
Yeah.
working.
Yep. So shout out to AJ Johnson.
Yeah,
No
I didn't know
relation.
that. I did not know that.
She's been doing that for I want to say at least for decades now. She's been a life coach to the stars for a while.
Really? I did not
Mhm.
know that. That's cute. You know, well, I mean, that's why you are Auntie Derek with the T, because, honey, I didn't know.
I'm Auntie Derek with no life, honey, and all I do is read celebrity news and all they biz.
You got a life. I mean, you know.
Yeah. Well, speaking of somebody who needs a therapist or a life coach, honey, our president. Oh,
Oh, shit.
I
Mm-mm.
hate to have to talk about him unless it intersects with hot topics, and this is one of the biggest hot topics right now. And you should see where I share here by way of TMZ. Donald Trump says he signed bill to release the Epstein files. Uh, Finally, yay! I mean, would you want to be rewarded for doing something you were supposed to do? But anyway, so Donald Trump has signed the bill to require the Justice Department to release all unclassified records relating to Jeffrey Epstein. This comes after the bill was put on the House floor Tuesday for a full vote, and it passed 427 to 1, sending it to the Senate, which agreed unanimously to approve it Tuesday afternoon and send it to Trump's desk. Kentucky GOP Rep Thomas Massey sponsored the bill with California Democratic Rep Ro Khanna, and Massey has called on Trump to release the files himself. Remember, Trump could have immediately ordered the release of the Epstein files at any time without the House or Senate vote. President Trump recently did an about face on the Epstein files. On Friday, he said Republicans would be soft and foolish to vote for releasing the documents, but he reversed course Sunday night and said House Republicans should back the bill, promising he would sign it if it reached his desk. Trump says he has nothing to hide and that Democrats were the ones in bed with Epstein. But Epstein's brother, Mark Epstein, claims Republicans' names are being scrubbed from the files, and that's why GOP are suddenly on board with the release. In a Truth Social post Wednesday night announcing he'd signed the legislation, Trump made it political, claiming Epstein was a lifelong Democrat who was deeply associated with many well known Democrat figures, including Bill Clinton, Larry Summers, Reid Hoffman, Hakeem Jeffries, Stacey Plaskett, and many more. Girl, I guess, girl. Okay, we talked about it. Shit. That's all I got. Because my whole thing is so now what? Now what? So we already know that names have been scrubbed from there, so that's why they so on board to really to do that about face. Now what? And then even if the name were not scrubbed, even if Donald Trump's name was still in there, and they have like overwhelming evidence that he has been inappropriate with underage girls, they would still. This man literally said, "I can shoot somebody in the middle of Fifth Avenue and get away with it," and he's right because y'all have y'all loyal, undying support for his ass. So I got nothing. I mean, I don't expect anything is going to happen. If something does happen, I would truly be surprised. But what may not happen. Speaking of Trump, honey, so y'all remember we talked not long ago about Joe Exotic from Tiger King, and he was pretty much pleading, begging for Trump to give him a pardon. Honey, he want to get out of jail so bad.
Mhm.
Well, honey, he is still on that fight, honey. And now, y'all, the excuse that he used, y'all gonna be like, nigga, what? But I have this TMZ article. Joe Exotic hopes for pardon after retaining attorney connected to Trump. Girl, you ain't even heard you girl, y'all really about to like. So Tiger King star Joe Exotic has retained a lawyer with ties to President Trump. And now he's hopeful for a pardon, TMZ has learned. As you know, Joe is currently locked up in federal prison in Texas, serving a 21-year prison sentence for a murder for hire plot to kill nemesis Carol Baskin and for wildlife violations. His new attorney, Peter Tickton, went to military school with Donald Trump back in the day, and Joe and Peter seem confident they'll be able to work something out. We're told, although Tickton hasn't been in touch with Trump regarding a potential pardon, he feels like he has an advantage because he's gained the trust of the players involved, one of those players obviously being Trump. The desk was stacked against my client, who was presumed guilty from the start, Tickton told us. This is another innocent man who should be set free. We're told Tickton will I know, girl. We're told Tickton will be filing a formal pardon and petition for cert with the Supreme Court for Joe's appeal by Christmas. At the New York Military Academy decades ago, Tickton served as Trump's platoon sergeant. Trump was reportedly a captain, which would have placed Tickton as his subordinate. Tickton even wrote a book about Trump in Trump tick. My years with Donald Trump from New York Military Academy to the present. Tickton outlined why he always has, and always will stand by Trump.
Mm.
Okay, girl. Well, I'm gonna start going around saying people that I know. April Parker Jones, you know that fabulous actress because she's from Durham, and my mama did her hair once. So I'm just like, yeah, I know her. So she should,
Mhm.
because I know her, she should put me in one of her like her next production or something like that.
Yup, I agree. Mhm.
Mhm. Silly asses. Trump is not. You look, you and your prison husband, honey. Well, no, I think didn't they get a divorce? If I remember correctly, they got a prison
What?
divorce. I think. Don't quote me on that, but I think I
He
do
had a.
remember.
I didn't even know he had a prison husband.
Yes, honey, a little Spanish thing, a Spanish speaking thing, honey.
I thought he got out.
Honey, no, I didn't know.
I thought he got out. That's why they broke up.
Oh, that may be. And maybe what we
Look,
read so much shit, honey, on this show, honey, all
wait,
of it.
isn't Carol in jail now? Look, didn't Carol get in trouble? Look, when you said Carol Baskins, I just thought about them songs with her name in it. Oh my God, it's such a time.
What I don't think she's in jail. Now, they think that she was part of having her husband killed, but I don't think
Yeah,
she's
okay.
ever been convicted of
And
that.
she's still out roaming. Okay. Boy, that was a time and when we was in the panorama, honey. That was a time.
Mhm.
That whole
Well, while we talking about reality TV stars, honey, let's go ahead and shout out to Happy for bringing this story to my attention. Let's talk about one of the them housewives of Potomac girls. The Potomac girls are just scamming, 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 honey. Because now another one of them have been arrested in my not Miami, but in Atlanta.
look, come on, black girl, stop it. Stop it. What y'all doing? Quit being embarrassing. Shit.
Scamming. That's what their asses is doing. well,
Damn
well,
it.
and you should see here by way of TMZ, Real Housewives of Potomac star Mia Thornton arrested in Georgia. Well, legal trouble for former Real Housewives of Potomac star Mia Thornton. She just got arrested in Georgia, and it's all on video. It's about a 3.5 something minute video. We won't watch it because it's really
I was like 3 minutes. That's a long time.
yeah. Well, Mia was busted Wednesday at Hartsfield Jackson Atlanta International Airport and booked into the Fulton County Jail on a larceny charge. Police body cam footage shows. Cops say Mia has been accused of stealing from a furnished condo to the tune of $11,000.
Yeah.
Police allege Mia moved out of a furnished condo last month and took the furniture and a TV with her, with the condo owner filing a police report claiming Mia moved out without notice and in the middle of the night. Mia announced back in April she was leaving the Real Housewives of Potomac franchise after 4 seasons and she's moved down to Atlanta. In announcing the move on social media, Mia said, "This next chapter is already full of exciting opportunities, and I can't wait to take you all along for the ride. Big things are coming. We've reached out to Mia's camp. So far, no word back."
I mean,
Girl, is
they.
this one of the big things right here?
The big thing is that big TV that she stole out that furnished home.
Like, stop, y'all. Stop being.
And my thing is, Mia, honey, they got TVs on sale at Walmart, girl. I know you got $100 to get you about like a 30
Like,
something inch TV. Like, girl.
what is y'all doing?
How you
Now the
think you're gonna
furniture
steal that person's furniture and they're not gonna charge you?
and leaving at the middle of the night. Now, okay, now I'm not promoting thievery or anything like that, but she probably saw that. It was like, oh, this couch is so cute. I just have to have this in my new house. Honey." So she took
I
that couch.
mean, I was gonna say they not paying y'all enough over there in the housewives. You couldn't at least say, "Let me buy this off of you." You just gonna take it?
Yeah, she
What
don't
the
have the house
hell?
five check no more. So she's trying to find something else to do.
Quit being a thief and a
I need
scammer, y'all.
someone else to do. Okay.
Oh,
That's that's embarrassing. Y'all supposed to be living this rich lifestyle and y'all got all this money and then turn around, honey, y'all ain't got a pot to piss in and a window to throw it out of. Y'all just living pillar to post.
mhm.
Mm, embarrassing.
Girl. So I can't for the life of me. Like anybody, even if you're not on reality TV any longer, you are still known, right? And I just couldn't
Mm-hmm.
imagine doing something this is stupid. I'm sorry. I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna just say it out loud. This shit like this is dumb. It did not have to
Mm-hmm.
happen, and it was very unnecessary.
I agree.
Like, girl, you got
I agree.
kids to think about. Are you kidding me? Well, that's that on that, hun. Let's talk about another Real Housewives of Real Housewife. And thank you, Chili, for bringing this story to my attention. But we have more information about what happened on that flight with Portia Williams. And
Oh,
remember how the last time we talked about her, we learned that the investigator wasn't investigator. The FBI was investigating um what was going on. So now we have more information than Honey. Long story short, it was a Karen being a Karen.
Oh well.
And this is Hosea Williams' granddaughter. She is not the one. Okay? That she might have, and I still think to this day she said that shit in jest. Like when it came to like, oh, the Underground Railroad wasn't a real railroad. I think she was just saying that shit to be funny, and it was a bad joke that people just took very seriously. But you can't tell me Hosea Williams' granddaughter don't know what the hell the Underground Railroad was. But anyway, what I say all that to say is that she's not gonna put up with no white people shit, especially a white woman who's trying to dictate how she uses her phone.
Mm.
So we're about to watch a little bit of a clip. This is about I want to say about 2 minutes about Portia talking about the incident. Now, what y'all don't see in the video that we're about to watch, I saw another one where other passengers who were on that plane, they came out in Portia's defense. They were like, "Hey, I saw the whole thing. I was sitting right by you. If you need any witnesses, please let me know. I'll be glad to be a witness for you." So let me share my screen. Y'all see what it says? Portia Williams Delta flight was over phone volume. Passenger called me a bitch. Right?
Um, the lady who was sitting next to me, I was on my phone, and the volume was up on the phone. And she turned to me out of nowhere and she said, "So you're gonna make me listen to that the whole flight?" And I said, "Well, do you want to?" And she said, "No." And I said,
She will make you listen to what?
"Am I gonna make her listen to my phone?"
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I said, "This is before we took off." Yes, even before we took off.
So you guys were in Las Vegas when that happened?
Yeah.
The plane was on the ground? The door was shut? It was, okay. People were still boarding?
Oh, okay. Okay, I couldn't tell.
Okay.
Okay. So she was like, are you gonna make me listen to that? I said, well, do you want to? And she said, no. I said, well, it was a nicer way to say that. And she said, bitch, you don't tell me bitch. And I was like, you okay? I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm just telling him what happened.
You were using your phone, it was
Yes.
loud.
Yes.
And she complained about the louder.
She asked me, thank you so much. She so the music the Instagram was on and she told me, am I gonna have to listen to that? And I said, well, do you want to? And she said, no. I said, okay. And then I said, well, it was a nicer way you could have said that, And then she says, what bitch? She's like, bitch, you don't talk to me. And I was like, are you okay? From that point on, she said, who the do you think you are? And so I said, oh, no. I said, y'all need to get her out of here. Please get her away from me. And so then when she tried to take her phone and record, and she drops her phone on the floor. She's like, you hit me. Oh my God. You hit me. You just hit me in my face. Oh my God. I'm pressing charges. I want you to be in jail. Blah, blah. And I'm like, what's happening? So the stewardess
Also, her
comes up.
phone dropped on the floor. You didn't slap the phone from her hand?
No.
Okay.
So then the steward comes over, and then the steward says to her, says to me, because I say, get your ugly ass out of here, because then I'm upset. Then the stewardess says to me, you're an adult. You're an adult. You can't be cursing like that. No, and I said, why are you chastising me? Like, this woman is the one going crazy. So then they end up making her move to the next chair with the guy. But she was irate, so they were trying to hold her because she didn't want to move. It's like she wanted to move but didn't want to move. So as you can see, they had to pull her.
She was at the window or she was at the
So she was in the row. I'm sorry.
She was in the aisle. And where were you? You were in the middle?
I'm at the door in first class. It's only 2 seats.
Only 2 seats. Oh, you are at the window, and she's at the aisle.
Yeah.
Okay. So you telling me there was nothing physical?
No.
It was just verbal.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Now I will
So
say,
mhm.
not in no Karen's defense, but I will say, people without their earbuds and their phone just playing their phone loud is annoying as fuck. Now,
I can't stand that shit either.
if we haven't taken off now, I do be side eyeing and seeing what you finna do when this plane take off. And I would have said something if we got that far and you still ain't put some earbuds in or did something. But for her to act a fool going forward, like all that, and the door's still open and people still filing in
Yeah,
Mhm.
but when
and
you
being a
hear the
Karen.
white woman give her version, then you will understand just how out of line
Mhm.
she was. Yes, it's annoying, but tone matters. And
Yes, it
Mhm.
does.
when you hear her talking, you be like, "Oh, this woman here got issues."
Well, I mean, I was going to read about what she said, but do y'all want to see what the other lady had to say, or do y'all just want me to read about it?
I think you should show it so you can see that she was being very nasty about it.
Oh, and I believe she was. She was
And
Mhm.
definitely being a Karen. I believe
yeah,
it. Oh, look
she
at her. She looked like Karen.
blowing it way out of proportion.
Like they do.
Mhm. Well, let's see what she has to say.
Before I say anything, I want to know, is my information going to be given to the woman who assaulted me?
No, man.
Because I'm
Oh,
afraid for my life.
No, man.
oh
Okay,
my
so
God.
It's
I
got.
sat in I was sitting in my seat. She
Mm,
was the last passenger to come on board.
mm,
So when she came on board, she said, I'm in that seat. I said, no problem. I jumped up, got far away from her so she had plenty of room. She had to put stuff in the upstairs thing. I understand that. Took plenty of time. Sit back down. We never spoke other than that. And after about 25 minutes of her on Instagram, full blast, every time she would flip, because apparently it was from a loud place, I jumped because it was so loud. So I waited 25 minutes, give her time, let her do whatever she needed to do. And then I said, am I going to have to listen to that the whole time? And she said, do you like it? And I said, no. And she said, well, I don't like the way you ask me.
mm,
I said, don't put this on me. And the next thing I know, there was a fingernail so close to my eye that I thought I was going to be physically attacked. She had her, I don't want to do it to you, sir. She had her hands in my face, screaming, calling me crazy,
mm,
on and on and on. So now the flight attendants can't come help me because they're strapped in for this takeoff. My phone is sitting against my leg on my lap.
mm,
So I take it to video to try and protect myself.
mm,
And as soon as I go like this, she takes her hand and goes like that and throws my phone. And everybody sees the phone go down the end of the whole airplane. And the flight attendant told me he saw her knock it out of my hand.
mm.
And that's assault. And
So
I'm
she
70
actually,
years old.
so she actually knocked the phone off your
You're
hand.
damn right she did.
Okay.
I didn't drop it.
All right. All right.
But
Can you?
here's what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid she's going to have me killed.
So
Oh my
can you do me a
God.
favor? Can you write me a statement of what happened?
I certainly can. I have it written down in my phone.
Can you just jot it down on a piece of paper? You want to sit somewhere private over here?
Did you hear that shit?
I'm
Now
sorry.
Like,
that
girl,
now that fingernail in her close to her, I was like, well, that do kind of sound true. But for her to talk about she's scared for her life, girl, bye.
she's gonna have me killed.
Girl.
So she made up her story to really put her in a good light. Like, well, don't
Mhm.
Hmm.
put that on me. Now,
Oh,
which
I
way
know.
was it? Portia says she called me a bitch. Like, come on, lady.
She left that part out.
Of course she did.
And what
Ugh.
y'all didn't see, and because y'all did see that the white woman I was talking about, who was another
Mm,
passenger on the plane, she offered to be Portia's witness, but y'all didn't
yeah.
see there was a white man who came out and did the same thing. He was
Hmm.
saying, "Hey, I was sitting 2 rows behind you. I saw the whole thing, and I saw that you did not hit her."
Didn't touch her.
Yeah, I don't think she did.
So
Now
she
that
made all
finger, she probably pointed that long nail.
she made all of that up.
But hitting her and doing all that.
Smacking her phone out her hand. And it went all the way down the aisle of the airplane. Like, okay, girl.
That's why I don't trust anything when it comes to a black body. I don't trust anything these white women have to say, especially when I bring it back to Britney Spears and that whole time where that thing happened with Victor Wembanyama. Forgive me
Yeah.
if I said his last name wrong, but
Ugh, that was
the
so.
story that
Ugh.
yeah, the story that Britney told, because I remember reading it. The
Yeah.
story that Britney told, oh, the security guard just he slapped me in my face so hard that I fell nearly to the floor and this, and that. And the only thing the security guard did was slap his hand away when she slap her hand away when she was trying to touch victim. Excuse me,
Mm,
sir. So I said, oh, she was being a Karen and the security was doing his job. So people got upset with me for saying that. I'm like,
mm.
well, did y'all see the yeah. So
Jeez.
then the police got involved. The Los Angeles Police Department so they essentially tried to get this black man fired for doing his job.
Hmm. She embellished that whole damn story, ending with, "I'm afraid she's gonna have me killed." Oh, over a loud phone? Come on,
Mhm.
Karen.
And we
You
have a
really
comment
do?
saying, quote unquote, "Afraid for my life, too fearful to be talking like that to a stranger." Yes, and that's that fearful for my life. That's that trope
Hmm.
that the police
Always.
always use to kill unarmed black people,
Yeah,
black
Mm-hmm.
men.
the aggressive black woman.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. That whole I fear for my life, girl. I'm 70 years old. You've been doing this your whole life.
And I told y'all Portia was sitting in first class. I was like, "How something like this
Of
happen
course
in
she
first class?"
was.
Because that white bitch who thought she wasn't supposed to be in first class, so she mad that she on. Now again, just like Moon said, I can't stand somebody being around me with that loud ass phone. Put on your fucking earbud. But
Mm-hmm.
who am I
Yeah.
to tell you that you can't play your loud ass phone, right? You paid your money for this flight just like I did.
Well, but if you do, there's a way, to ask nicely. Would you mind, turning that down or putting on earbuds? And if they say no, well, then go on about your business. And because you can't make them. But
Mhm.
she called her a bitch after Portia said it was a nicer way you could say that. I'm sure she said it in a very disrespectful way, not like she said, you know, "Are you gonna make me listen to that the whole flight?" Like, so innocent. I'm so innocent.
Something similar actually happened to me on a New Jersey Transit train years ago. I want to say what 2011 maybe, and I think that white lady kind of sensed that I wasn't the one. Cause so this is back when y'all know the Beats headphones. Everybody had a pair of Beats headphones because they were the thing back
Right.
then. So I had on mine. Now I, I can go on record and say them Beats headphones were terrible, honey. They kept saying that they had the noise cancellation and all that, which is cool. But the problem was with those Beats headphones, everybody around me heard my music along with me. So if I had that shit like, and I played my music to the max, honey, I wanted that shit to.
Am I not hearing Auntie?
Hmm.
So she must have been having a day. She must have thought that I was gonna be the motherfucker she could take it out on. But then I guess she just kind of saw it in my face. Oh, this bitch ain't the one. So what she say to me? I had my music playing. She just kept staring. I'm like, what the fuck is this bitch looking at? But anyway, she kept saying, I know I'm a pretty bitch. So I was like, hey, let her just admire God's work or whatever. So she gonna have a nerve to say out her mouth to me, are you gonna leave that loud? So I didn't hear her. So I turned my music down and I said, excuse me? She gonna say it again, are you gonna leave that loud? I said, I am. And then turned it right back up and I did not take my eyes off that bitch until I got off my stop. And she even looked away one time, like to see, is he still looking at me? Nope, my eyes was faced dead on her, bitch. What's up?
Yes, I'm
Bitch,
still looking at you.
I'm still looking. Cause you got the right one, lady. I will mace your ass. I don't play around with Karens. I will spray you bitches with mace. Keep that in that. And this is not alleged. I will spray you white bitches with mace if you come over fucking with me. They say I thought my noise cancellation activated. Her husband was good as fuck, and she didn't.
What?
Oh,
Happy, how can you take the
honey.
$100 back from Hammy?
Yes, we want a refund.
Because this bitch keeps slandering my good name.
Can I get a refund? Oh my God. Yeah, you was annoying that lady. Shame on you.
Mm-hmm. And
Yeah,
I
I would
think
spray. You know what? That is a good idea. Spray her with mace, have her leap her on the floor, hooping and hollering, get off on the next stop. Bye.
People
now,
have.
if I'm on an airplane, because y'all know I'm really serious about not being on the no fly list. Now, I would have did the same thing that white bitch did. Oh my god, I was so fearful for my life. She took her fingernails that smelled like a wet dog and posted them close to my face.
She's gonna have me killed. Yeah, people still they don't have no problems with playing their phones loud. I mean, I've seen it like at the doctor's office. People be listening to videos or whatever. It's like, man, I don't know why they want to hear that. Nobody. But
Yeah.
I don't say anything. I just put my earphones in.
Right, because I just feel like, we are too old to be out here teaching other people other adults common courtesy, right? I feel like that's something that you shouldn't even want people to hear what you got going on your phone around you. But again, everybody's not like me, everybody's not like you. So
No, and these are old people doing it. It's like I just put my pods in because they really cancel out the noise really well, and you know, just concentrate on what I'm doing because yeah, they do that.
well, I got two of our next stories. I have two stories that are updates from what we talked about yesterday. So the first update, we learned that Mystical with his predatory ass was going to court, I guess trying to, see if he can get bonded out. They said, "Bitch, no." Bitch, no. You keeping your rapist ass up in there. So you should see where it says here by way of all hip hop, Mystical denied bond again, stuck in jail until 2026.
Good.
That ain't
Mhm.
long enough. The last time your ass got out of jail, you raped somebody.
Well, that's until his trial. His trial is in 2020, so he still might not be getting out because he still got to fight that.
Good. Because what a disappointment he's been.
Yeah, this
Yes,
ain't his first
indeed.
rodeo. The judge say hell to the no.
Hmm. And Mystical was denied bond in Ascension Park, where a Louisiana judge ruled the rapper will remain in custody until his trial on rape and other felony charges begins in 2026. The 55-year-old performer appeared in court as Judge Stephen Thoreau rejected his request for release despite emotional offers from his mother and business manager to monitor him if granted bond, according to Louisiana First. Tyler has pled not guilty to charges stemming from a 2022 incident, including first-degree rape, domestic abuse battery by strangulation, and false imprisonment. The trial is set to begin March 30th of 2026 and is expected to last about a week. Tyler's next court date is scheduled for January 21st of 2026. The decision marks yet another legal setback in a long history of criminal allegations against the Grammy-nominated artist, best known for early 2000s hits like "Shake Your Ass" and "Danger" Been So Long. Tyler's criminal record includes a 2003 conviction for sexual battery and extortion involving his hairstylist. He served 6 years at Louisiana's Aileen Hunt Correctional Center after pleading guilty to coercing the woman into oral sex while accusing her of stealing $80,000 in checks. A videotape of the incident was later found in his home, leading to a prison sentence despite expectations of probation. After his release in 2010, Tyler registered as a sex offender but continued to face legal trouble. In 2012, he was arrested for domestic abuse battery, which landed him back in jail for violating probation. In 2017, Tyler was charged with rape in Caddo Parish and held on a $3 million bond until 2019. Those charges were eventually dismissed, but his time out of custody didn't last. If convicted of first degree rape in the current case, Tyler faces a mandatory life sentence under Louisiana law. I mean, what does his attorneys think that he has a chance of him not getting life? Because, like I said, the criminal history is there, honey. Like it's there, and the
Look,
judge is going to look at that.
look, he
If he did it, I can't see him not getting it if unless they could prove she's lying. If he gets proven that he did it, uh, and this is not his first time.
And see, what I didn't know until I read this article, because I did hear about the 2003 case, but I did not know that there was videotape of the incident. So that means he was recording. You meant to do that shit, you nasty fucker. Oh my god. I like y'all know how I feel about rapists, honey. The only good rapist is a dead one. So
Yeah, that's heinous crime.
mhm.
When you're a star like he was, women throw it at you. That's it's such a power move. Like you don't have to rape. You got women out there that will give it to you willingly, all at the same time if you want to. You could have three, four, five chicks in the bed if you want to. All you
Mhm.
want, overdose on it. But no, you got to go rape somebody. Mm-mm.
That's something that we will never understand, honey, because we not we don't wanna force people. We're not people who like to force people to do things against their will, so.
Not anything. Mm-mm.
Well, this next story is just pretty much like a, official article, what Moon was telling us yesterday, because when we started talking about Usher suing, Brian Michael Cox and those other men for that failed restaurant venture, Moon mentioned a post that Brian Michael Cox, shared on his Instagram, or on his social media rather, pretty much stating that he and Usher's 27-year-long, friendship is still good, but y'all should see I just share here by way of all hip hop. Brian Michael Cox distances himself from Usher lawsuit, urges caution in business deals. Well, Brian Michael Cox addressed his involvement in a failed, business venture tied to Usher and a $1.7 million lawsuit, making it clear he had no hand in the disputed transactions and warning others to be cautious about whom they do business with. I've learned a lot recently about being careful with who you choose to invest in a business with, Cox wrote in a statement shared on social media, no matter how small the investment. The Grammy winning producer, known for crafting some of Usher's biggest hits like Burn and You Got It Bad, is named in the lawsuit filed by the R&B star in Fulton County Superior Court. The suit stems from a loan Usher provided in January for a restaurant project in Atlanta that never materialized. Cox explained he had no operational role in the deal and emphasized that he was merely a minority shareholder in the company, at the center of the dispute. I'm currently in the middle of a failed deal that I didn't orchestrate. And while the situation has been disappointing, I know my name will be cleared by both sides, he said. It's just unfortunate that this clarity didn't come sooner. Usher's complaint also names Keith Thomas, Charles Hughes, and entertainment attorney Alcide, Honore. The lawsuit claims the $1.7 million loan was intended to help secure a Buckhead property for a restaurant called Homage ATL. The location was the former Ocean Prime at 3102 Piedmont Road. Though Usher declined to divest directly, he agreed to fund the deal through a loan. The money was placed in a trust account with the understanding that the property would be purchased promptly. But after months with no progress, Usher asked for the money back. While $1 million was returned in August, the remaining $700,000 remains unpaid. Court filings allege Honore admitted the funds had been used for other purposes, and making repayments is not that easy. Usher's legal team is now seeking $4.9 million in damages, citing seven separate claims in the lawsuit. As of Tuesday, none of the defendants have filed a response. Cox made it a point to separate the legal matter from his personal relationship with Usher, which has spanned nearly 3 decades. My legal team has also advised me of a lawsuit involving a company where I'm only a passive minority shareholder, he continued. I was not a participant in that business transaction and have no involvement in the ongoing legal process. While I'm unable to share more details right now, I want to make one thing absolutely clear. My 27-year friendship with Usher remains fully intact. He ended his statement by thanking those who have shown him support. I appreciate everyone who has reached out with concern. Thank you for the love, the patience, and the understanding. Mm-mm. Child, sounds like he was in the middle of a pyramid scheme, huh? Because my whole thing is Honore, entertainment attorney. What were the other purposes that that money was spent? If y'all weren't, if it was agreed upon that you were going to use that loan to buy that restaurant, to buy that space for that business, and you don't do it, and then now when somebody who gave you the loan is asking for that money, well, pay me my loan back, and that, well, I don't got it. We use it for other purposes.
I went
Uh,
on vacation.
mhm.
Honey, it's a lot of scammers down there in Atlanta. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Girl.
When you
They
invest
all
big,
flock down there.
you invest in big money. You just really have to be careful because even people you think are reputable,
This
somehow, some kind of way, the money gets tied up with the wrong person. The deal falls through, but they've spent the money on something else,
mhm,
thinking that whatever it was going to happen and they could pay it back. And now they can't.
man, and I mean, I feel like that is Atlanta's scammer headquarters. Like, boy, and they be looking a long for a long time. Auntie, I don't know what your mic is doing, but it's going nuts.
Your mic is going. Oh my.
Look, I had to mute Auntie. Look, I had to take over co-host duty. Let me mute you.
Are you
I don't
back?
know what's happening.
Yeah, that's funny.
Baby, you static. Mm-mm. I don't know
You
what
need
happened.
reset, refresh, redo, do something.
You down bad.
Oh my God.
And it seems like he keeps trying to get on the talk, and that's what we getting is just static.
Yeah. Yeah, that American Greed, man, that program, the way those people take advantage of the most vulnerable folks just really just it breaks my heart.
Yeah.
They take advantage of their own family members.
Uh-huh. In the community. Well, and you remember that not it was a year or two ago, there was a black dude who had been doing veneers on people and also teaching the other class like how to do veneers, and he wasn't licensed or anything.
Yeah,
Like,
that stuff still
I
be
mean,
happening.
had a whole multi-million dollar operation
Yep,
and was working in people's mouths.
yep. They just caught a dentist here that wasn't licensed doing work on people. I mean,
Ugh.
this seems to be a thing, you know.
Yeah.
Till
Mm-mm.
you hurt somebody, then they find out you're not even licensed.
Right.
But that American Greed thing just it tears me up. A lot of those stories, you know,
Mm-hmm.
old people they lose their whole life savings. What you worked 35, 40, 50 years, and somebody come along, a family friend or a family member,
Mm-hmm.
and just wipe you out, knowingly
That's
scam
the little
you.
money you have to live off of.
Yeah,
That's the cold part. And I saw in the news this morning, they were talking about this time of the year is when the most scamming happens.
yeah,
And they get people, look, if you know you ain't bought no package, or if it's a UPS or someone is texting you, baby,
mm,
UPS don't text.
nah,
Um, the post office ain't texting you about a package, especially with 15 other people added on the same
right.
thing.
Talking about they gotta, your address need to be corrected, but you've been at the same address 10 years now. All of a sudden, they don't know what it is. Come on, man.
Yeah, and clicking them links. Stop clicking the links.
Oh yeah, I've charged your PayPal account for a new iPhone. If this wasn't you, call this number right away.
If you know you ain't used a PayPal account, why are you clicking the link? Why are you doing that? I need
your,
y'all to start using y'all common sense.
your,
Stop clicking the links.
your
They
cable
ain't gotta
bill
be
wasn't
you.
paid. Call us right away. Your cable bill is due right now.
Look,
But you
They
ain't
know,
nothing that
hey,
damn urgent. Let them cut that motherfucker off. Cut
right.
it off
Then you'll
then.
know it's true.
Yeah, your bank ain't finna reach out to you unless, no, they don't, because they tell you we not finna do that. That's not how we get a hold of you
They'll text you, but they will text you, but don't click no links. Call them from the back of your
directly.
card. Yeah,
Yeah, call and don't call the number they give you. Call the number on your card. Yes,
yeah.
call the number that you know for your local branch or something like that. Don't.
Go up there. Anything. Don't click no
Yeah,
and call no numbers.
yeah,
Girl, y'all asking too much for people with no common sense or critical thinking skills, honey. They just gonna get scammed to keep clicking those links. Ask me how I know.
uh-huh. And
Old people vulnerable.
let me tell y'all grandmothers, y'all, Brad Pitt ain't hitting you up
No,
trying to be your boyfriend.
no.
Now, now I need y'all to stop believing that these celebrities is messaging y'all to hook up.
Oh my God. They be so
Okay.
ugly and vulnerable.
And
It's
I just want to do a quick mic test. Do y'all still hear
Oh
static or
yes,
no?
we hear you. No,
good.
we hear you.
Okay.
We hear you.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I don't know what happened. Well, I do know what happened. Mercury's in retrograde, fucking all of us up.
Your sound card farted.
Hmm. Well, honey, our next story, somebody that I really can't stand to talk about, but Boosie Badass. And we're
Oh,
going to bring this up because he actually has a message about men with erectile dysfunction. He's
oh.
saying that if you're saying that you've never had to deal with that as a man, then you're lying. So he was just talking with Angela Yee. And y'all see I just shared here by way of TMZ. Boosie Badass says all guys have had ED at worst possible moment. So apologies in advance, y'all, but there's a little bit of a clip that we're about to watch together. Um, oh, it looks like I'm gonna have to watch it on Instagram. Give me 1 second. Let me get that one. And let me share my screen.
Mm.
Okay.
Have you ever not got hard? It
Ooh.
was like,
Yes. Everybody, that happened to every motherfucker.
you're right.
If any motherfucker tell you it ain't to happen, you a motherfucking lie. Nigga, you lying.
A lot of guys that
You
that's it.
fucking
said
lie.
no.
Never die. You a motherfucking lie.
Recharge.
You a motherfucking lie. It could be the baddest bitch in the world. Something going saying that not make that motherfucker get up.
Not tonight.
That motherfucker say no.
Ooh, sorry, looks like internet is interneting.
But it's okay because the way he's talking, we get it. Do we have any testimonies?
Eat it.
eat that pussy.
That's
Yeah,
right.
you gotta eat. You gotta lay down like a
Not
sniper.
every cooch now.
You gotta lay down like a sniper.
like a
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
you gotta eat pussy
I
like a
just
sniper.
visualized a sniper.
Yeah, don't eat pussy with your ass all up. Bitch, what you trying to get flipped?
You gotta lay down
Hey,
like
nigga, you better lay down like a fucking sniper and eat that pussy.
So we know what you're not into.
oh my gosh, that's so
I
funny.
said
I've
that
never
you're trying to
heard
get
that.
You
laid
gotta lay down like a sniper. You know how they sniper lay
Yes,
down?
we know.
Flat. Flat, huh? Don't lay down, put
You
your
gotta put
ass
your
up,
arm up
bitch.
there. Cause then if you lay like that, she can reach around.
She looking at your ass.
Can be tooted up. Gotcha.
Do you remember the first time a woman squirted on you?
Yeah, I thought she peed up.
Yeah, I know you did. Did you like it?
I ain't really like it. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't really,
Believe it or not, a lot of men don't like that.
I ain't really like it because it was so bad.
Have you ever not got
See, that's straight people business, honey. But so he's saying with them yellow eyes, honey. Look at them yellow eyes, honey, in that thumbnail photo. Good lord. But he's saying that any man who is sitting here saying that you have never had he said if your dick didn't die, then you lying like a motherfucker. So, but I, I'm actually gonna Google some ED stats real quick because I understand that it's actually like very common amongst a lot of men today. ED stats 2025.
Don't know if that's true. Yeah, Google that before I say more because I think a lot of these youngsters taking this gas station stuff that's supposed to gas you up and eating bad foods and drinking and drugging and that takes effect on your body. So yeah, you may have had some incidents like that, but a man who's healthy and takes care of himself and exercises and things like that, I'm not sure that's true. That every man, the way he's saying it.
It ain't every man. It's his diabetic ass, honey, that can't get it up. So that's why he got it down to a science. He says you can't be eating pussy, honey, with your ass tooted in the air. You got to lay down like a sniper and go in, honey.
Isn't it the one who showed making Kool-Aid pouring like a half a gallon of sugar in it? And they
Well,
say
yeah.
that's that okay. Well, yeah, I can understand. It's probably happened to him a lot.
Okay, and I'm trying to find some good stats to read about ED. Hold on. Now, what do they think I mean by ED? Maybe I should type in erectile dysfunction because they bringing up some school related shit, not studies. Okay, so erectile dysfunction statistics 2025. Let's see what pops up. Now, this says this is just a prediction. I don't see any science behind this, but it says, according to the AI interview, globally, an estimated 322 million men are predicted to be affected by erectile dysfunction in 2025. That figure is a significant increase from previous years, driven by factors like an aging population and rising rates of comorbidities such as obesity, diabetes, I told y'all, and cardiovascular disease. Recent data also highlight that many men with ED do not seek medical care, and certain lifestyle choices are strongly correlated with the condition.
Like I said.
Mhm. So yeah, it's just his diabetic ass. And why you monitoring your diabetes, honey? We go ahead and get that liver check too, honey, because them yellow eyes got me concerned. For real, for real. For real, for real. Now, I'm not a health professional, but again, I've seen things, I've read things. Y'all check him out. Well, maybe the prison doctors can check him out because you know that ass about to go to jail for them gun charges. Allegedly, allegedly.
Well, hopefully
So
he
that's
gets regular checkups being a diabetic. Hopefully.
I you remember we were just talking about how heterosexual men don't go to the doctors like they should. I
Yeah.
have no reason to believe that he is on top of his health. So. Well, speaking of other messy straight men, honey, Wale is saying J. Cole is a messy queen, honey. And let me just start off by saying, because y'all know them Fayetteville niggas is crazy. J. Cole, it is no smoke over here, boo. We are your friends here at Auntie Derek Daytime Tea, and we don't want your crazy ass coming over here punching anybody in the face. Because one thing a Fayetteville nigga gonna do is hit a motherfucker or shoot him. Allegedly, allegedly. But y'all should see I just shared here by way of hot new hip hop. Wale recalls opening up to Jay-Z the night before False Prophets dropped. And when I tell you this is so dirty, J. Cole ought to be ashamed of himself. Even though I'm not really Wale's biggest fan, and I'll tell y'all why a little bit later. But let's read this story. So Wale says that he vented to J. Cole about some of his personal struggles the night before False Prophets dropped back in 2016. At the time, many fans quickly interpreted one of the verses to be about their relationship. On the song, Cole referenced a friend who is struggling with a perceived lack of appreciation in the music industry. Wale discussed the situation during an appearance on The Breakfast Club on Tuesday. He began recalling a time he called J. Cole and noted it was one of the few times he really leaned on an industry person. The crazy thing is, False Prophets came out the next day. False Prophets came out the very next day after that, he said. After clarifying that he didn't take offense to the verse, he added, "I love him. That's my brother. I think I kind of halted telling any industry person anything too deep around that time." Wale also noted that Cole told him the track was not about him. As for False Prophets, J. Cole raps on the song, "I got a homie, he a rapper and he want to win bad. He want the fame, the acclaim, the respect that's been had by all the legends, so every time I see him, he's stressing, talking about niggas don't fuck with him. That shit's depressing. And I know he's so bitter he can't see his own blessings." When the Shade Room shared a clip of Wale's comments on Instagram, fans had mixed reactions in the comment section. But it wasn't mean spirited when you see those words. Like, bro, just accept your greatness and stop worrying about what other people think, one user wrote. Another added, if it came out the next day, that means he already recorded it before you told him, sir. Um, Elsewhere on False Prophets, J. Cole seemingly targets Kanye West. He raps, "Ego in charge of every move. He's a star, and we can't look away due to the days that he caught our hearts. He's falling apart, but we deny it. Justifying that half-ass shit he dropped, we always buy it. When he tells us he's a genius, but it's clearer later, it's been hard for him to look in the mirror lately." Despite not attacking Kanye West by name, the controversial rapper had described himself as a genius on numerous occasions over the years. Earlier this year, West slammed Cole in a series of posts on social media, writing, "I hate J. Cole music so much. No one listens to J. Cole after losing their virginity." Well, Kanye actually wrote, "No one listens to J. Cole after losing their virginity." He used two O's. So, mhm. Child, you can't pay me to believe that shit wasn't about Wale. Because let's just state the real here. J. Cole is a white mom biracial. And if anybody is gonna be messy, it's gonna be a white mom. I believe that Wale confided in him. And he most certainly did when it's like, I'm tired of this nigga complaining to me. This shit is getting me depressed. So he wrote a song about and then gonna tell Wale, oh no, it wasn't about you, bro. That's messed up. So now back to why I don't like Wale. So, long story short, when Wale came out, y'all remember his debut single was Looking at Me with Lady Gaga. And at that time, I was a huge fan of I'm still am a huge fan of Lady Gaga. I love that damn white girl. But anyway, so that was his first single, Looking at Me. It was cute. So it was cute enough for me to see that when in 2009 Wale, being a DC native, was actually going to perform at the Black Gay Pride event. So, we bought tickets to that. I was like, okay, I want to see this new up and coming artist who was, rapping with Lady Gaga and stuff like that. So, him being with Lady Gaga and me not knowing at the time there was a whole industry thing, the industry put them two together, whatever. I'm sitting here thinking that, maybe he's cool with gay people because, Gaga is all about that gay shit. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe Wale's, seems cool, especially if he's going to be performing at a Pride event. Baby, so the day of he was supposed to perform, we learned that it wasn't going to be Wale performing. They actually got Jay Holiday instead because word on the curb is Wale found out it was a gay event and he's like, nah, and canceled. So it's been fuck Wale since 2009 because of that. So J. Cole was talking about you, but I'm sorry. He was talking about you. That was too. If you had that kind of conversation with him the night before and then the next day, no matter, and then J. Cole is not the kind of person who needs a lot of time to record and edit. If y'all have been following his journey since his MySpace days, like I have, back then he was known as the therapist when he was rapping. And honey, that man could put together a song in 5 minutes if you let him. So yeah, that's that on that. Oh, honey. Are y'all familiar with Selena Powell? Just out of curiosity.
Nope, never heard of her.
Well, y'all about to hear her messy ass today, honey. She is messy, messy, messy. She over here, first of all, her and Summer Walker over there going back and forth over a nigga that neither one of them want. But okay. So y'all should see I just shared here by way of hot new hip hop. Selena Powell alleges she slept with Lil Meech to Summer Walker's music. Messy, honey. So, Summer Walker is currently wrapped up in an online back and forth with internet personality Selena Powell. And needless to say, the situation has gotten heated. For those who don't recall, Walker dated Lil Meech for several months before they decided to go their separate ways back in 2023. Powell alleges she also had a relationship with the former BMF actor, though he continues to deny this. She alleges that she's been with two of Walker's other exes as well, Rico Reckless and London on the Track. Yesterday, Powell took to her Instagram story to share a video of herself singing along to FMT and throw some serious shade at the songstress. When y'all crying over the same man, but she can actually sing with some laughing emojis, Summer Walker captioned it. It didn't take long for Walker to respond with some shade of her own. Laughing my ass off, I tried to tell y'all these bitches really fans of me, she wrote. Powell fired back in another Instagram story post. Sure am, she declared. Now get back to the studio and make some more music about the man I took from you. Pronto. She didn't stop there, however. I used to smash Meech with your songs playing in the background. I never gave a fuck. She alleged in a follow-up post per Live Bites, I love your music, girly pop, Summer Walker. She tagged her. Oh, and I had London on the Track before you and Rico Reckless, and Meech all before you. So please shut the fuck up and just sing. Walker proceeded to share a screenshot of a DM she received from Powell earlier this month. In it, she congratulates her on her new album, Finally Over It, and apologizes for any drama she brought into her life. At the time of writing, London on the Track has not publicly addressed Powell's claims. Rico Reckless, on the other hand, has. I got some top one time, and Phonem did too. So technically, it didn't count, and I'm married now, so leave me out of this, please. He wrote in the Shade Room comment section. She messy, and niggas is even messier. He was like, honey, he said, all I did was get top one time from you, girl. Keep me out of your shit. I'm a married man. But yeah, that's who Selena Powell is. A messy woman who says that she has been fucking Lil Meech behind Summer's back and playing her music while doing it. Doing all this over a musty man, allegedly. Doing all this over a musty man is, or a stinking man, is crazy. Allegedly. Crazy. Well, y'all, I got 3 more stories left. This next one. So I believe that somebody who works at TMZ is on Kevin Spacey's payroll, because this article I'm about to go over with y'all, honey, wants y'all to feel sorry for his predatory ass so bad, and I'm just not buying it. I'm not buying it. It's too many. There have been too many whispers. Well, hell, too many screams about Kevin Spacey over the years for me to even give a fuck about him being homeless or not. So I just shared this link from TMZ. Oscar winner Kevin Spacey says he's homeless. So Oscar winning actor Kevin Spacey says he's currently homeless because of his bleak financial situation following his sexual assault scandals. Spacey sat down for a wide-ranging interview with The Telegraph, and when the convo turned to his living situation, Kevin didn't pull any punches. He said that he had been living in Baltimore, Maryland for the past 12 years, but recently had to move out because of his out of his house because he has almost no money coming in because of the astronomical cost of his scandals, admitting, I literally have no home. As you probably know, Spacey hit rock bottom in 2017 when he was accused by another actor, Anthony Rapp, of sexual assault while he was starring in the popular Netflix series House of Cards. He was soon axed from the show and sued by Rapp for molestation, but was eventually found not liable by a jury at a civil trial. Then came the criminal accusations out of London, where Spacey was charged with sexually assaulting multiple men. Yet, the stigma of 7 years of bad press over sexual assault allegations against him still hangs over Spacey to this day. Now, Spacey says he's getting through life in weird ways and feels as if he's back to where I first started, which is I just went where the work was. Spacey says he's put all of his belongings in storage, and he hopes at some point to settle down again if his money situation improves. In 2024, he tearfully told Piers Morgan that his Baltimore home was going on the auction block because he was millions of dollars in debt. Right now, Spacey says he's living in hotels and Airbnbs and is going where the work is. He also says there's a bright spot in all of this. He's not bankrupt. Girl, fuck you. Fuck. Okay, fuck a Kevin Spacey. Goodbye.
Look,
Next
Auntie, I had that just in case you didn't. It had popped up on my thing, and look at you. You the Auntie with the T. Boy, you be on that shit.
Well, I can't take all the credit. Shout out to Google and TMZ as well, because they know I like mess, so they keep the messy shit in my inbox. Well, this next story. So y'all remember where we won't even spend too much time on this story. I just thought it was hilarious. But y'all remember that little boy, Neon, that little streamer who went on the Breakfast Club and had his ass handed to him by Jess Hilarious and Charlemagne?
Yeah, that little fucker. Mm-hmm.
That little fucker. So he just did a lie detector test, right? And somebody asked him, does he like black people? Why did he fail the lie detector test?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. As much as he all them times he talked about black people, no, he don't like black people. Oh,
Exactly. And y'all
raggedy
can
ass.
see here where I shared by Hot New Hip Hop, Neon awkwardly fails lie detector test when asked if he likes black people. So I'm just gonna share my screen and we're gonna watch this 28-second clip and we'll go from there. But I thought it was hilarious.
Are you an Indian?
Yes.
True.
There, you're right.
Do you not like black people?
I love them.
No, it's yes or no. Do you like black people?
Yes.
No!
No, don't do that. That looks so bad. Yo, this is not. Yo, stop. Don't do that. I love it, brother.
You watching a video.
First of all, wasn't that other dude that I don't like? What's that other one that be around Aiden Ross? Wasn't that dude sitting next to him?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All that, you know what? That
Last
little
one.
fucking culture is fucking terrible. And them niggas sitting up there with them, they need to be slapped. Where's y'all mamas at? Cause y'all, Ugh.
That's on brand, honey, when you know that who is the weakest links out of our community.
Yeah, I know. I know.
It sure ain't the girls and the gays, I tell you that.
Ugh. It ain't the real gays, cause there's some other gays that's weak links.
Touche.
Ugh.
You're right.
Ugh.
Oh, and speaking of, shout out to Auntie Black Barbie, the All Watch for Eye Anti Blackness. I've talked about them on the show before, but they
Mhm.
actually just did a video recently. I think it just dropped yesterday. And they were
Oh,
talking about, so remember when we started first talking about Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande,
oh
and
my
how
god.
I even said I did not like the optics of it. I said I think this is very
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
problematic, and pretty much just elaborated of what I was saying on the show. Like, this is not cool. And if you was around more Black Americans, you would know how bad of a look this is.
She
So,
looks a hot mess.
mhm.
And it's so funny you said that because of course, I see all my stuff early in the morning when I get up. Why I saw this parody. These two okay, they did a whole little thing about their interviews and had the it was funny because they really do. One of them had his legs around Cynthia, well, who was supposed to be Cynthia, around the neck. It was just and doing all the little things that they do in the interview. Why 2 seconds later, when I finish it, I scroll up and somebody had a whole montage of them fucking doing all the exact things. I said, "Oh my god, y'all! You know what? I need them both canceled." And Christina, not Christina. What's that girl name? Ariana Grande. She is my Cancer sister sign. Cancer. But she. Mm,
Why they both
mm,
getting so damn skinny though? They
I
starting
think
to look a little anorexic-ish.
they probably got an anorexia pack. I don't know, allegedly. Let me throw that out there. But I feel like that's what they. Oh no, that whole little dynamic has been odd as hell. Very
I'm
odd.
inclined to agree.
And as a Cancer, I know how you love when people be all up in all just making you the primary focus because ooh, we love that. But girl, Cynthia got herself out here looking cray cray. And I don't know, where is her girlfriend at that she stole?
She's around.
She around, and even Nancy Black Barbie even answered that question, like, how does she feel about like all of this and all of these optics? So yeah, but the video I was talking about, I just shared it to on slide 18 for those who are listening and watching. So yeah, definitely check that out as well, and subscribe to Anti Black Barbie's channel because baby, that bitch is the watchful eye of anti blackness for real, for real. So shout out to Anti Black Barbie, and we can go right to our last story. So if y'all need any other reason to hate Kim Kardashian, I'm about to give you one more. I don't think you really needed it, but
We don't, but go
honey,
ahead.
well, she's sitting there spending money on an old ass Bible that her daddy gifted to OJ Simpson, and she
Mm,
bragging about it. So you should see why I share here by way of TMZ. Kim Kardashian pays $80,000 for Bible Dad gave OJ Simpson. And I'm just going to share my screen and we're going to watch this quick clip of it, of her talking about girl.
Do we have to? Oh.
Yes, because if I had watched this shit, so do y'all.
Oh.
You ain't gotta punish us.
Oh, God.
Well, it's only 49 seconds, I promise.
Okay.
You want to sit up here on the table with me? You are not going to believe what it is, nor will you even care. But you will understand one day this is really special to me because this used to be my daddy's. When someone goes to heaven, their energy is always here with us. Wow. So if anyone was wondering, or anyone was wondering, I just got it. I haven't opened it yet. So if anyone was wondering who won that O.J. Simpson auction, you best believe it was me.
Oh, girl. Anyway.
Okay.
Yawn.
Now, look, yawn for sure. I get it because if I'm a billionaire and something of my dad that he owned and he's gone and I want it, $80,000 is a drop in the bucket for her. That's like she just spent $800. Ain't nothing. And I get why she would want it, but girl, bye.
Not
I
after
don't care.
OJ done touched it. Maybe it did belong to
OJ
dad.
probably ain't even wasn't even looking at it, child.
I
Cause
wouldn't
he
look at it.
OJ. He probably thought he was God. He probably didn't even use it.
He was probably taking the pages out of that Bible and wiping his ass with it. Allegedly.
I wouldn't want it around me.
I hear you, but I feel like I get the sentimental part, like of like my dad. It was my dad's Bible, and he gave it to him, and I want it back. Yeah, I can see that. But girl, we don't care. Just like you said, your kids didn't care, and that's how the. This is how the what you call it. We was talking about how much money they gonna get, and it's gonna be nickel and diamond out of there. I don't know how they auction off Bibles. You know it ain't too much left.
Yeah,
And that
what
old
everything,
rundown Bible.
drawers, Bibles. At this point,
Mm-hmm.
They auction off a Bible, so you know every ounce of every. I mean, shit. They probably said auction off the trash can he had too. See what we can get for that.
Right. And then this goes on. It says, Kim revealed this week on this week's Kardashians episode that she anonymously bid for the $80,000 for the Bible her dad gifted to OJ following the murders of Nicole Brown Simpson and Ronald Goldman. The Bible was special because it had her dad's personal scripture and had his name etched in gold lettering on the front, plus a handwritten note from him. We told you about her first attempt at buying the Bible. She offered 15,000 to the late OJ's estate, but it rejected the offer. She then spoke about the situation on her family's hit Hulu series and said she would have negotiated further, which the estate did not appreciate. In fact, the executor of the former NFL star's estate, attorney Malcolm Laverne, scoffed at the storyline, telling TMZ, I like how she's trying to frame the story as I'm trying to keep it from her. No wonder she can't pass the bar. Ooh.
oh wow.
Oh, that shade was fire.
Pew pew.
But Kim did get her hands on the family heirloom, revealing on the Kardashians she bid $80K under an alias to fly under the radar. She then gifted it to her pleasantly surprised sister, Khloe Kardashian. Ooh. Now, Malcolm is weighing in again on Kim's Bible saga, calling it a tax write-off. He also tells us, surprise, surprise, I knew this reality show was part of the setup from the first time she called me. It's a win-win. The estate gets the money, she gets material for her show. As you
Oh,
know, Robert was on OJ's defense team during his 1995 murder trial for the deaths of Brown and Goldman. He was acquitted, but eventually went to prison for armed robbery and kidnapping. And Kim says he brought her dad's Bible with him. Okay, girl.
Honey, the way Malcolm lit her ass up, that was. I'm glad you. Look, if I had to suffer for them 49 seconds to hear that fucking light her ass up, that was worth it. Oh,
I'm glad it
shit.
made it worth it. Because, yeah, I was like,
Oh, he said, no wonder she came past the bar. Wow! I wasn't even expecting that.
and when I was even reading this story, I was like, I know this group of people ain't gonna give a fuck about this, but I know they would appreciate that shade. So
As long as you know where we stand.
Yeah, that was a nice read. It was worth suffering.
It was. Especially because it was a surprise. Oh, shit. He pulled that gun out quick. Pow!
and it said we have a comment, 80,000 towards the Goldman family, but gross that OJ used it. Yep. And it says, I think it's just the Bible her dad wrote on when they sent OJ to Prince. Yep, that it is that's the one, according to this story.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get it, wanting something, especially his name is on it and so on and so forth. Give me my daddy thing back. But other than that, fuck them Kardashians. Ugh, God, I'm so sick of their asses.
Me too.
No talent having asses. I
At least
mean,
because they want to be the Gabors so bad, honey. But at least the Gabors were nice people. Well,
mm-hmm.
maybe Jaja had to slap a bitch a couple of times, but she was
I mean,
still nice.
sometimes the bitch need to be slapped. I mean, shit.
Well, y'all, that was all the tea that I had for us today. So before we
Well,
head out, and before I go and watch the rest of my stories, did any of you have any tea that you want to share? Any tea that I might have missed?
nope, you got my tea. I had my little thing ready for my Kevin Spacey. Like, ooh, Auntie may not have seen this one. I might have something. I said, oh, shit. Never
It
mind.
said, there's that Wendy. We have a comment. There's that Wendy for Potomac with 40 credit cards. Huh? Let me look this
What?
up.
40 credit cards? Lord have mercy. Them people, they ain't never gonna beat them allegations of all them being scammers.
No, but why? Why when I Google search it, one of the first thing that came up was Wendy Osefo 40 credit cards. Oh, so
Lord. 40? You ain't even, a wallet can't even hold all of that. That's weird. They ain't never gonna be scammer allegations. That's probably the most scamming city of the Real Housewives that's been out. Jeez
oh
Louise.
yes, indeed, honey. Because according to page 6, she was out here scamming. Let me get y'all the link. Give me 1 second.
Look, 40 credit cards, you can't tell me you ain't scamming somebody. Somebody's getting scammed somewhere.
Not just the 40 credit cards. It looked like she was using different aliases too. Oh, hold on. We about to read it. Let me this is a page 6 article, so I have to do a custom link.
Oh, yeah. Wait a minute. What is going on with Potomac? I feel like what's in that water over there that everybody just over here lying, cheating, and stealing?
They
They're a
trying to
bunch of
do
colorists and they like to keep up with the Joneses and
what the complexion for the protection do, but you don't realize you don't have that complexion.
Okay. Okay.
mm-hmm.
Hmm. Now every time a housewife get robbed, because somebody else just recently said that they got robbed. And I was thinking, I wonder if this is a scam. Oh, this is
Mm-hmm.
the one that was already in trouble. Oh, oh.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So
Allegedly.
now, according to page 6, Real Housewives of Potomac star Dr. Wendy Osefo and her husband Eddie Osefo are being accused of possessing 40 credit and/or debit cards and using aliases to conceal their identities. The Baltimore Banner reported Thursday that prosecutors are seeking additional financial records of the couple as they believe they will show a pattern of excessive spending and support a motive in their criminal fraud case stemming from a reported home burglary. In newly filed court documents, prosecutors allege that the Yosefos have approximately 40 credit and or debit cards, some of which are believed to be in company names. Says prosecutors also allege that the two have used the names Pam Oliver and Eddie Hennessy in a deliberate attempt to mask their identity. Additionally, prosecutors allege that Wendy falsely denied using PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App to pay for jewelry. The state anticipates seeing purchases as well as returns on the financial records. Additionally, the state expects such documentation to show a pattern of excessive spending supporting motive in this case, prosecutors wrote. The state avers that insurance fraud is a financial crime, and in that, the amount of debt owed by the Yosefos, jointly, individually, and by the businesses they own, is highly relevant to their motive. However, defense attorneys for the Yosefos believe prosecutors are on a fishing expedition and they want the subpoena squashed, or they want the subpoena squashed. Eddie's attorneys, Joseph Murtha, added that he feels the requests for bank records are overly broad and strangely timed. Murtha argued that prosecutors are looking for something they haven't figured out after 18 months of investigating, claiming that authorities haven't spoken to the Yosefos, both 41 years old, from the time of the break-in until they were charged criminally. The judge overseeing the case said he would address the dispute at a status hearing on December 2nd.
Now I feel like, is her doctor real? Like, what is her license real? What's going on? Mm-mm. Mm. Man, your whole life finna get questioned, honey, cause that's too much. And I feel like the prosecutors are right. Like, that would be a motive of why you trying to scam insurance to pay off this debt that's on your head. Oh, honey.
It was the names they were using, Pam Oliver and Eddie Hennessy.
Hennessy, I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, you should get caught. And why Pam Oliver gotta be in it? You didn't send her no wigs or get her a new lace front. Don't be using her name. Leave Pam out of this.
And we have a comment. The financial pressure these ladies are going through. The only housewife I've seen wear jeans and not glam up in many tapings is Denise Richards. Everyone else glams out, set by Erica from the Beverly Hills Housewives. I want to see them more normal. Yeah, I agree. They should be more,
Yeah.
but they have it now. They got the everybody got to be in ball. They are at a damn reunion episode with ball gowns on the shit. Even I thought from when they started doing it, I'm like, really? Okay.
You
And
know,
y'all know
one had did it, and now everybody else trying to up the ante. They weird.
Mhm.
All that should be cut off. Cause honestly, because that's all people are trying to do is keep up so they could be on these things, and now they're just getting in trouble all the time. They like the damn athletes constantly in the news for doing something they ain't supposed to be doing.
Reality
I
shows
agree.
like a damn meme that just won't die.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with y'all. Like I really think that after all of the seasons and all of the franchises and the spinoffs and stuff, The Housewives has truly run its course. And we're
Yeah.
starting to see similar to Love and Hip Hop. And as much as I love it and as much as I watch every episode, if it were to be canceled, I wouldn't be upset because it's literally run its course. And you see, we are seeing recycled storylines, people going through the same shit over and over again. Like y'all just brought up, people scamming, trying to keep up with the Joneses, keep up appearances. So I just
Mhm.
but at the same time, that's gonna because one thing about Bravo and Andy Cohen, he gonna employ the people. He be giving them people jobs. So
Well, yeah, but clearly they still ain't getting paid enough because they ass is scamming.
mhm.
Clearly, they ain't getting enough. I thought they were supposed to have jobs and be professionals. Like, it really started out I don't know. And now it's just really becoming more of a caricature.
Who got the biggest house, the prettiest
Mhm.
gown, the best car? It's just
Yeah,
really just very materialistic and boring.
basically. And
Who
then they trying to keep up so bad, now they're getting themselves put in jail
hmm
for it.
who can marry the
So,
richest African and come on.
oh,
It's
God, so embarrassing. Oh, so embarrassing.
it's yeah, it's It's not a good look.
Nah,
Mm-mm.
it ain't.
We have a
For
comment
real.
saying, "I think they're getting paid more than they've probably gotten since it's real ex-housewives. They just try to up each other and fight." Yeah.
Yeah. They
Well,
probably are getting a lot of money, but
they are, and the fighting keeps the audience engaged because that's what the people want to see. Mess. You know, they
mhm.
don't want a positive show. They want them to call each other names and throw drinks and fight.
Now why am I in it?
Because you are. You are.
Y'all remember one of you when we was on Spaces, and one of the Spaces people had a friend, and they came and talked about how they didn't want to fight, and that was like what they were trying to get them to do, and do all
Mhm.
that stuff. So I
Yep.
mean, and they were
I
like,
need to
well, I
look. I
couldn't be
think
on
we
there
end up.
because I didn't want to do all that.
Yep. I think I need to look, but I think she and I still follow each other. That woman. I ain't gonna say her name, but yep, she was on a very popular reality show, and yep, she did tell us that the producers pretty much made her do things she didn't want to do, and that's why she only did one season of the show.
Hmm.
And her friend, the one who was in spaces with us, kept advising her against that, saying, "Girl, don't do it. Like, no, it's not gonna be a good look." And then she was like, "No, girl, it's okay. I got this. I don't show." And then she got up there and she saw. So
Hmm. So, yep.
You really got to
I
sell your soul.
Yeah, no, really, that's all it really is for that little bit of coin. Look again, my piece is more important than the coin, and I know money. I like money because money makes life a lot easier in situations, but I ain't gonna sell my soul or my piece for a little bit of coin.
that
So
part.
it ain't worth it. And then you be trying to give that money back because they done ran you through it. But yeah, well, that's interesting.
Thank you so much for that piece of tea, Happy.
Happy be having low key. Happy be having the celebrity tea low key though.
Because she like mess just as much as I do. She's just not gonna say it out loud.
That is true. She like to watch from the sidelines, like, oh, look at that. Oh, they messy over there. That's me too. I like a mess from far. Let it be way across the street.
That right. Well, did anybody else have any other tea today? Well, I know Moon ain't got none because I already read hers. Anybody else have any more?
Hmm. Oh, well, honey, looks
Well,
like
y'all, it is always a joy. Thank you for taking time out of your busy day to come and sip tea with me. We will be back tomorrow for another live show at 12:30 Eastern Standard Time. Don't forget to RSVP to that show so you can gain another entry into this week's giveaway, and we will announce the winner on Monday, of course.
woo
You have one
woo.
last day to qualify. Yes, so get those entries in, honey. RSVP, show up, and talk about the show on social media with the hashtag Auntie Derek. But until then, you all have
And you
a
spell
fabulous rest
Derek
of your day.
Derek. I just want to let the audience know you got to have the right spelling, okay, guys? So you can
Wake
get
it up,
counted.
home. My name is spelled DE1REK. So
That's it. That's
DE.
all. Derek. That's it. That's it. That's all.
Direct.
That's direct. Well, you all have a fabulous rest of your day.
Bye,
Bye, guys.
y'all.